On behalf of President Ruto, may I convey his greetings and solidarity. Your Excellencies, the statement I have is not mine, it's President Ruto's statement. I only have authority to deliver it. I do not have authority to edit it. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today as we convene this crucial meeting alongside His Excellency Denis Sassou Nguesso, President of the Republic of Congo. Together we are embarking on a transformative discussion under the theme Measuring the Green Wealth of Nations, Natural Capital, and Economic Productivity of Africa. This is not merely a conversation on economic recalibration, but a strategic discourse on unlocking Africa's true wealth and potential in the global economy. As the chair of the African Union Commission of the Heads of State on Climate Change, it has been my honor to lead Africa's collective efforts on climate change through numerous consultations, reflections, and regional summits, including the historic Africa Climate Summit in Nairobi in 2023. We have articulated our unified stance on climate justice, adaptation, and finance. Africa is not merely a stakeholder in global climate action. We are a leader, and it is our responsibility to ensure that our solutions are tailored to our unique realities and abundant resources. As the world was conducting the global stocktake in the leading up to the COP28, Africa had already initiated its own comprehensive stocktake through the inaugural Africa Climate Summit, which resulted in the Nairobi Declaration. This declaration highlighted Africa's position, priorities, ensuring that climate justice remained a central focus in global climate negotiations. Africa's vast wealth of natural capital, from our forests and biodiversity to our clean energy potential, remains underappreciated in traditional economic assessments. According to the UNEP Adaptation Gap Report, global adaptation reports remain underfinanced and underprepared, with developing countries facing an annual finance gap of approximately $387 billion. Meanwhile, the international climate finance flows are not on track, having decreased by 15% in 2021. Additionally, Africa's green wealth provides immense environmental services, including carbon sequestration and biodiversity conservation, and yet our GDP assessments do not capture this value. Today, we must change that narrative. Our meeting today provides an opportunity to rethink and redefine how we assess national wealth. We must shift towards natural capital accounting, which will allow us to capture the true value of Africa's natural assets, such as the Congo Basin, which absorbs over 1.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide annually. Africa is one of the richest continents in terms of ecosystem services, yet we remain nature-rich but cash-poor. By properly valuing our green wealth, we can unlock new financial flows to green investments, bolster our economies, and even improve our credit ratings by showcasing the true asset base of our nations. The Congo Basin, for example, has carbon stock worth billions, yet it is not factored into the global financial system. This is the heart of our conversation today. How can we ensure that Africa's ecosystems, services from carbon sequestration to pollution control are valued as global public goods? We must seize this moment to commit to a revaluation of our GDP by integrating natural capital into our national accounting systems. This will not only provide the world with a more accurate representation of Africa's true wealth, but also help raise resources through initiatives like the Green Bond Market, mobilizing financing for climate-resilient infrastructure and sustainable growth. Africa must transition from being seen as an aid-dependent continent to a partner of equal standing in the global economy. We are endowed with critical minerals, renewable energy resources, and a young, dynamic workforce, all of which position us as key players in the transition to a green global economy. Our message to the world is clear. Africa is ready and capable, and engagements with Africa must shift from donor-recipient dynamics to partner-to-partner cooperation. As leaders, we must invest in the local valuation of our natural resources to stimulate job creation, innovation, and sustainable development. This is not just an African agenda, it is a global one. We call on our partners, both within and outside Africa, to join us in creating a new economic paradigm that places nature at the center of our development strategy. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today's discussions will pave the way for a new era of economic productivity, one that recognizes and rewards the vital role Africa plays in supporting global environmental health. Let us leave here with clear commitments to revalue our natural capital, ensure that our ecosystems serve as engines of growth, and advocate for fair financial systems that reflect the true wealth of our nations. I thank